Go ahead and take your Bibles and go to Luke 22 this morning. It's Monday morning, and I hope that you had a great weekend. And I know that I did. My family, we had a great time. And Luke 22 is going to help us know what to do when things don't go quite as well as we hoped they would. You know, it's interesting because God doesn't remove every difficult time or bad circumstance we might face, but instead strengthens us and promises to be with us. And if it's a personal failure, he promises to forgive us when we're ready to be forgiven. And we find that in Luke 22, verse number 31, Jesus is predicting what's going to happen with Peter. And of course, Peter doesn't believe him, but Jesus knows what Peter's going to need. And so listen to verses 31 and 32. It says, "And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you like wheat. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren." There is so much contained in just a couple of verses here. And Peter would deny Jesus 3 times. These are individual times, not just 3 times in a single exchange. 3 separate exchanges that he denies Jesus. He fails each time. Jesus warned him that it would happen. Jesus looked at him at the 3rd denial and made sure he understood that, yes, I know it's happened. But then in this couple of verses, Jesus also instructs him and says, "But I have prayed for you that your faith fail not, and that when you're ready to be forgiven and move forward, take care of the church, take care of my apostle, take care of my followers." And Jesus does that for us too, because we're all going to fail, we're all going to make mistakes, and Jesus wants us to know that I know that's going to happen. In fact, I'm not even going to stop you from getting to everything that you want to do that would be detrimental to you. I'm not going to take away every obstacle in your life. I'm not going to take away every tragedy. I'm not going to take every heartbreak. But when you're ready, I'll heal your heart and I'll help you move forward. Imagine how this would work not only in the areas of sin where we get forgiveness, but in the areas where our heart is broken. Many people are walking around with broken hearts continuously, not ever receiving any healing, almost afraid that if they move on and they heal, that somehow they're betraying that one that they lost or that circumstance that hurt them. And I want you to know that there's healing and life beyond the tragedies, because God is allowing those things so that we will become who he wants us to be, who we need to be, to help others make their way through. And so what I want to encourage you with this morning is God doesn't remove every bad time we might face, or every failure we might experience, or every tragic circumstance that might come our way. But he promises that he will restore us, he will heal us, he will help us through those things. Jesus tells Peter, I've prayed for you, that you will make it to the other side a stronger person. And so I want to encourage you with that as you start the week. Maybe this weekend wasn't a great weekend for you. Maybe it was one that either you had personal failure or your family had personal tragedy. And I want you to know that God is ready to heal that heart, whatever the circumstance may be, and help you move into the next phase of who God would have you to be, so you can represent him well and live out the rest of your life knowing that God walked through that circumstance with you. And so as you start off your week, turn your attention to the Lord. If you've been away from him all weekend, if you failed him this weekend, if you've experienced tragedy, turn to him. Allow him to be the one that does the healing of your heart. Don't turn to things that this world turns to. Turn to him. He will heal your heart. If it's a sin, he'll forgive your heart. He'll restore relationship. And I just want you to know that Jesus does not run from us when we make mistakes. He stands ready to restore us. And I hope that helps you have a great day.